Hey everybody, this is Jason Cardamone, and we're going to talk about the power of organic searches and why they're literally the best type of traffic you can get. So the first thing is, when I say organic, what I mean is the searches that come up, the natural search results over here on the left-hand side of the screen. So if you go to Google, in this case we typed in Global Domains International, but if you go down, these results here all the way down the left side, and there's typically 10 of them per page. They can include video as well. What we're not talking about is these results across the right side. These are sponsored results from AdWords. So these people are all paying to be here, whereas these people all did things to their sites to get their sites over here on the side. And we're not, that's an entire world of its own, those are for different videos. But so that's what an organic search result is, so that when someone types Global Domains International, this is what it means. Now I want to also mention the golden triangle. So I'm going to pull up, I took a screenshot of that screen you just saw, and the golden triangle refers to the patterns of the eye and what an eyeball notices first. And that's supposed to be a triangle, believe it or not. I didn't draw a very straight line there. So I'll actually see if I can do that one more time for you. There we go, that's a little more like a triangle. But really the eyeball starts right up here. The sweet spot is all in this top area here. And basically the eyeball travels downwards first, then it will pop up over here. And these results hardly get anything down here on the bottom right. So basically the very best results are these, the number one, let me erase some of these drawings here. So number one right here is the very best place to be. And actually even up here, you notice this has a little tint around it. That's also a paid result as well. So that would technically be number one here. This would be number two, this would be number three, this would be number four, and somewhere in there around 4, 5, 6, 7, this one ranks in there. And so basically you want to be over in these organic searches first. Now one thing is that this is just how Google works, and I'm going to go back to the real screen now, is that when you type any word in, that these things tend to be related to that word, especially the ones in the natural search results. And so the reason why these are so powerful, and the whole reason for this video, was that I spent the first 3 years of my career not focusing on organic searches or search engine optimization at all. But I was focused on other easier methods to get traffic, and some, they would be things like a place called Traffic Swarm, and I'll actually show you that real quick. This is a place where there's 6 to 8 ads per page. On this one there's 7, and you just click to gain credits. So I'll click this one right here, and notice how up at the top you've earned 5 credits. So, and I have a huge amount of credits over here, but I can use these credits to advertise my site to appear in these results. And I believe there's over 1 million users at this point, or over time there has been up to 1 million inside of Traffic Swarm. So this is a really good place to advertise, but the problem is that the motivation behind someone. So think about someone who are on Traffic Swarm clicking to gain credits here. Their motivation is to gain more credits to advertise their own business. Now this place definitely works. I've brought in hundreds of enrollments through Traffic Swarm, and my teams have brought on thousands. But let's go back to Google now. Think about the motivation of someone who typed in Global Domains International. They're looking for information specifically about this. What about someone who were to type in dog training? They come up, they're specifically looking for information about how to train a dog. So let's, click the first result that appears down here. Look, everything on this page, how to train a dog at home like a professional dog trainer. It's very likely that person that typed in dog training into Google, there's a much better chance they're going to be happy with the information on this site than as if they were on Traffic Swarm just randomly clicking sites and maybe they happen to find one on dog training. So the point of all this is that you need a lot less people who, if they were to find your site through this type of method, through a Google search or through organic search results, the kind of person who clicks on your site, you need a lot fewer number of people to do that compared to places like safe lists or traffic exchanges like Traffic Swarm or list builders or any, using those type of places. You tend to get a lot fewer results compared to the number of visitors. You can still get huge results, you just have to take a lot of action. I may have to spend 1,000, 5,000, even 10,000 Traffic Swarm credits to get one sign up, and I may have, on average, I think it's about 1 out of every 5 or 6 people you get it. Anyway, forget about what I was going to say. It's a long story, but you may get 1,000 people looking at your site over on Traffic Swarm to get one conversion, whereas over here in organic searches, you may get 1 out of every 100 searches instead of 1,000 clicks. So if that makes sense, it's all about the motivation of the person, and these organic search results are all laid out, and you get to be on this first page. All of these results here, all these first 10 results, every single one of them has to do with dog training. And you can sneak into these paid results on the side. I mean, there's ways to get on the site even if your site doesn't directly have to do with dog training. But I even believe over time that's going to start to go away. It gets really expensive as well if it's not relevant content. Whereas over here in the organic, it has to be relevant content. So, I have a lot of training on how to get yourself ranked over here, so feel free to look around for links and things. But I just wanted to create this video to first show you what an organic search result is, what that means and where it appears. And secondly, why it works so well. And also, the golden triangle, I guess kind of a secondary thing was to show you that you want to get the #1 organic search result. This would be the most important place to be on the page. So I hope that helps you out to your ultimate success, and take care, everybody.